Hmm. Peter Obi, Ogani Yamuda. I think there's a saying, that they used to say in Yoruba, Ogani Yamuda. I don't even know how that statement came about, but literally what it means is that Ogana Master, give honor to whom honor is due. That is what this writer is trying to let us know, that Ogani Yamuda. Maybe he's going to explain to us by the time we go in into the details. Okay. The truth teller of the town say the Yoruba warning about the human aversion to honesty is the enemy of the town, and that is the case with the ex-Anambra State Governor and candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, Mr. Peter Obi. As a candidate, Obi showed great example, habitually asking people to go and verify his claims. And guess what? His claims checked out. His grasp of development around the world was superb. His name was on every lip in my area in Ibadan. In any case, if PDP had deployed a bit common sense and backed Obi's bid, it would have won the 2023 poll with a landslide. But the party is under remote control. Since losing the election, the deep-thinking, demonstrably brilliant business mogul has been offering suggestions for improvements in diverse aspects of the national life and, crucially, undertaking philanthropic projects across the country. From Nasarawa to Kano, from Enugu to Kaduna, Obi has been literally everywhere, donating humongous sum of money to schools, orphanages, hospitals, and the rest. He has been providing boreholes to rural communities and fraternizing with the poor and the downtrodden. He has raised the bar in public conscientization, delivering lectures, attending symposia, and contributing meaningfully to debates on core national issues. As a politician of repute who may or may not be on the 2027 ballot, Obi presents an alternative perspective on national issues, praising and criticizing government policies in extremely decent language and calling on the generality of Nigeria to look at the future with hope. Of course, being human, Obi isn't without his fair share of foibles. He can and does make mistakes in his speech, but no right thinking, conscientious individual can doubt his deep commitment to the Nigerian cause and indeed his passion for putting a smile on the faces of people. It was for this reason that in an essay titled The Value of Peter Obi, I expressed a preference for his presidency ahead of last year's general election. This week, Obi lamented that Nigeria could not boast of electricity to power any of its major cities, whereas country like Tanzania has succeeded in powering all its major cities. Tanzania, an East African nation, recently shut down 5 hydroelectric stations to reduce excess electricity in the national grid. What is bad in Obi seeking a better Nigeria? Only recently, he called on governments at all levels to curb waste and channel the funds to pulling people out of poverty, appealing to wealthy Nigerians to join him in providing water to Nigerians. According to him, the appeal to provide water to Nigerians in need of it was what led him to construct 10 boreholes in the north with the intention of adding another 10. He also donated 10 million naira to an Amajiri school and intends to donate same to 2 more schools. I have lost track of his donations. What have his critics done to help the poor? Big question. Obi's trajectory in the public domain, and there is nothing shady about him. Nothing at all. As a departing governor, he left a balance sheet that has hardly ever been rivaled in this country. As a reporter, I knew that he invested massively in the educational, social, and economic development of Anambra State. Indeed, with the exception of people like Dr. Olusegun Mimiku, it is difficult to think of a governor who invested so much in the education sector. The evidence is there in the public domain for those who have decided to see. In a country where sitting governors habitually plunder the resources of their state, Peter Obi left a testimony that can never be blemished. The miscreant who called Obi Gbajue fraudster had better take notice. Demonizing him isn't even going to win them the 2027 polls. Obi has never been a quest of the anti-corruption agencies, or he has never been a guest. He did not even plunder Anambra to educate his children. He has been spending his hard-earned money getting people potable water, and these miscreants are claiming that the boreholes are not good enough. What have they and their sponsors done for the people? The Yoruba say, Ọ̀gá Yamuda, ènìyàn ló bí tiẹ̀ tí ó lè mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Gloss, Muda's mom is master. Yeah, some other woman's child can't even hold a knife. Okay, ènìyàn ló bí tiẹ̀ tí ó lè mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ènìyàn ló bí tiẹ̀ tí ó lè mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọ̀gá Yamuda. Okay, Muda's mom is master. Some other woman's children can't even hold a knife. This is a play on words and on the name Mudashiru. Muda in Yoruba ordinarily means to wield a sword. And if someone's son could wield a sword, you must appreciate him, because there are sons who can't even hold a knife. And so I say kudos to Obi for building boreholes with his own money. Let his critics tell us what they have done for the people. Reno Mokri, a man many Nigerians used to respect, has turned himself into a shameless persecutor of the ex-governor, dishing out devious propaganda and accusing him of every crime under the sun. It is obvious that Obi lives in every fiber of Omokri's soul, and he can't even help himself. Just how can anyone who claims sanity say that the real reason Anambra State came top in NECO exam under the Obi administration was the high rates of exam malpractices and not his investment in education? Peter Obi, who gave laptops to secondary school students and could be directly assessed by prefects, a man who spoke directly to students to determine their needs and followed up on them all the time. Many of these individuals went on to become champions in their own right and have offered so lifting testimonies of the Obi administration's impact in their lives. Why did Omokri exhibit utter contempt for Anambra people just because of his hatred for Obi? Is he thinking of tomorrow? Week in, week out, Omokri heaps vile abuse on Obi, a private citizen, acting like a person who needs psychiatric evaluation. The ancient saying is true. It is better to be thought a fool than to talk and remove all doubts. Let the power-crazed clowns beware. Opposition candidates now rule Senegal. Okay. Yeah. This is so deep. This is really deep. Okay. Ogani Yamuda. Okay. So I think somebody has been able to say a little from what people are really expecting. But what I'm expecting is how somebody is going to write a detailed of how Obi came into the race of general elections, 9 months to the general elections, 9 months to, and he was able to gather that this thing, and that is why they are so afraid. How possible do you think Obi could have won Tinubu? And that's what they are using. They didn't rig the election. They would have, okay, you say you have done so much, you beat Lagos, and the people of Lagos could not even see it, and you are now using that. Now that see American government, now of course I don't know whether they are just waking up from slumber. The whole world knows very well what happened during the presidential and governorship election last year, but they might not want to say anything. Even those who are supporting the government, who really want government of the day, they know. Even Tinubu himself knows that he didn't win. They know what they did. They know exactly what they did. So somebody is going to come out one day and write a detailed story of how Obi came into the race 9 months before the general elections, and see the outcome. When you hear this professor should be ashamed of himself, Professor Wole Soyinka, calling him Gbajue. And meanwhile, the real people who are doing, see, now he has been quiet, but during Jonathan's time, this man was all over the place. Tinubu hit the ground running by suffering the Nigerian people, and he's still boasting that he's still going to take tougher decisions, whether it's going to hurt Nigerians or not. He does not care. He's just selling hope, 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 hope. He has gone to the Netherlands to go and be selling hope, hope. Nigerians should continue to sacrifice, and you are not sacrificing anything. It's just a shameful thing. Well, this is what is coming from this writer, and we have seen how some people are, of course, they are not happy about that. You can see that this person is from the southwest, this writer, though he didn't put his name there. Okay. Any man against this map is an enemy to the country. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.